Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, here represented by the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, GCON. Good morning, Mr. Vice President. His Excellency Governor John Kayode Fayemi, brand new Governor of Ekiti State, distinguished senators and honorable members of the House of Representatives here present, Senator Udoma Udoma, CON, KCOB, Honorable Minister for Budget and National Planning, our Chief Hosts, members of the Federal Executive Council here present, Head of Service, Your Excellencies Deputy Governors here present, my Lords Spiritual and Temporal, my colleagues on the board of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, Mr. Pascal Dozier, our very first chairman. Thank you for coming, sir. The Board of Patrons, Nigerian Economic Summit Group, captains of industry, members of the diplomatic corps, members of the NESG, our sponsors, our keynote speaker, Professor Peter Lewis. Thank you for your patience. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to warmly welcome you to the 24th Nigerian Economic Summit. Since its inception in 1993, the Nigerian Economic Summit has evolved to become an enduring, important, and cerebral platform for our public and private sectors to engage in robust and rigorous conversations about the economic challenges facing our dear nation and our future prospects. These frank and sometimes very difficult conversations enable us to arrive at solutions which are truly beneficial to our country. On behalf of the board of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, I want to express our gratitude to the federal government of Nigeria through our partner, the Federal Ministry of Budget and National Planning, for sustaining this dialogue for nearly 25 years. The NESG has been a leading voice in the discourse to create an enabling business environment that encourages private investment and sustainable economic growth. The NESG has also vigorously advocated for the concepts of efficient, inclusive, private sector-led growth. The outcome of these dialogues, covering various sectors of the economy, has provided the basis for several policy documents for governments at all levels, and in particular, the federal government, which has over the last 24 years adopted some recommendations of the Nigerian Economic Summit. As I welcome you all to the summit, which is the flagship event, it is important to state that our engagement with the executive and the legislative arms of government sustains all year round. Indeed, on the 22nd of January this year, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, granted audience to the Board of the Economic Summit. During that visit, we shared some thoughts with Mr. President and expressed certain opinions and offered recommendations on the direction of the economy, and also used the opportunity to present the report of the 23rd Nigerian Economic Summit, as well as the 2018 Macroeconomic Outlook Report. We're grateful for the opportunity of that interaction, and we look forward to many more future engagements with Mr. President. Furthermore, through the year, our policy commissions and our management consistently engage and dialogue with different departments and agencies of government, debating, discussing, and exchanging ideas. Our engagement with the National Assembly has been strengthened through the National Assembly Business Environment Roundtable, also known as NASBA, or more popularly known as NASBA. In conjunction with the Nigerian Bar Association section of Business Law, we have partnered with the National Assembly to provide content, promote, amend, and prepare for passage bills that encourage and support private sector investments, and bills that improve the overall business environment. This year, the National Assembly passed the National Transport Commission Bill to create an effective transport sector regulator, which is expected to help attract significant private capital to the transport sector. We are hopeful of a speedy assent to the bill by Mr. President. We also expect an expeditious presidential assent to the Petroleum Industry Governance Bill as soon as the National Assembly resolves the few contentious issues raised by the presidency. We are, however, concerned that the National Assembly is yet to hasten the passage of other NASBA bills, in particular, the Companies and Allied Matters Act Bill, the Amendment Bill, the Nigerian Railway Bill, National Roads Funds Bill, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Bill, the Coastal and Inland Shipping Cabotage Bill, and the Arbitration and Conciliation Bill. We strongly urge the National Assembly, in the spirit of our partnership, to expeditiously pass these bills. We appreciate the immense work they have done so far, and we encourage them to do even more, despite their current distractions. And they've had a very productive 8th session. In April 2017, the federal government launched the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, ERGP, which is a comprehensive suite of medium-term initiatives that seek to reposition the country on the path of sustainable economic growth and development by tackling macroeconomic instability, assuring policy consistency, leveraging the power of the private sector, promoting national cohesion and social inclusion, building a globally competitive economy, and upholding the rule of law. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that the 23rd Nigerian Economic Summit was focused on the ERGP, with the theme Opportunities, Productivity, and Employment, Actualizing the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. The summit commended the efforts of the federal government at developing a blueprint for sustainable economic development, but noted that Nigeria had never been short on plans. The challenge had always been execution. Delegates therefore recommended that the government should develop a transparent approach to monitoring and evaluating the ERGP, which must be holistic and harmonized across the respective ministries, departments, and agencies. Our observation at that summit is that the federal government has implemented significant aspects of the ERGP, but we expect the implementation process to continue unabated, particularly in the run-up to the general elections in 2019. There is no better time than now to keep our eyes on the ball, because no matter the outcome of the elections, we must all work together to ensure that we have a strong economy to build on. Last year, the Nigerian economy started its recovery from the recession it experienced in 2015-2016. And the 2015-2016 recession was the first in more than 2 decades. With positive, though tentative output growth, the recovery process was noticed. We have seen 5 successive quarters of growth since March 2015, evidenced by the modest improvements in key economic indicators. cost of living was measured by headline inflation, and this declined steadily for 18 consecutive months, although we now notice a slightly upward blip in the past 2 months. Our foreign reserves also hit a 5-year high of around $48 billion, end Q1 2018. Again, we notice a slight decline as the CBN strives to maintain currency stability. Government has also commendably implemented its policies of providing for the poorest of the poor amongst us. These improvements in some aspects of our business environment and in certain administrative processes resulted in a respectable jump in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business ranking, which moved us up 24 places from 169th in 2016 to 145 by 2017. We expect our ranking to be much better when the 2018 rankings are published at the end of this month. Further, the recently published 2018 World Economic Forum Global Competitiveness Report ranked Nigeria 115 out of 140 countries, which is an upward movement of 10 places from our rankings last year. All of these are good news, and we commend the federal government for its efforts. However, despite these improvements, our country remains vulnerable on multiple fronts: economic, social, and political. These are underscored by negative trends in several socio-economic indicators. For instance, the latest job reports from the National Bureau of Statistics showed that the combined unemployment and underemployment rates rose from 35.2% in Q4 2016 to 40% by Q3 2017. This implies that during the measurement period, over 4 million Nigerians either lost their jobs or entered into the labor market and remained unemployed, or were employed at jobs that were inadequate to their economic needs. While it is important to acknowledge and commend the government for policy measures aimed at inclusion through providing for the poorest in our population, it is difficult to ignore the continuing weakness of our institutional frameworks. We notice the migration of some of our brightest young talents, as extremely poor productivity, as extensive poverty and increasing threat to life and property. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these are the realities that define our environment. These are the realities that we must candidly address during this summit. Our narrative must shift forcefully to inclusive growth and development. And this can only be achieved through good governance and strong institutions. We must have efficient markets, and it is essential that we have macroeconomic stability for inclusive growth and development. But regardless, the diverse dimensions of inclusive growth and development call for a broader capacity to deal with complex problems, to deal with strong levels and create strong levels of policy coherence, and to create effective institutions. We must think totally out of the box. Every child from the age of 5 must go to school, and they must be able to remain in school for as long and as far as their abilities propel them. And those who teach our children must have the ability, the capacity, and the moral integrity to impart the knowledge that allows the child to think analyze, and remain curious. We must enable an environment that encourages patient capital, capital which creates value, enhancing jobs in all sectors, leveraging on technology. We should privatize our non-productive assets and free up capital, which can be redirected to education, health, and other social infrastructure. We must deal with our insecurities at all levels. Herdsmen and farmers clashes, our Boko Haram issues, our kidnappings, Niger Delta issues, etc. And all of these are major depressing decelerators. We need to settle our power and port problems. And the damage they do to our economy is extremely significant. I also believe that our regulators must truly understand that part of their primary role is to encourage the efficient development of the sectors they regulate, to improve job creation and growth, and assure technological transfer and orderly markets without creating new uncertainties. The theme of this year's summit, Poverty to Prosperity, Making Governance and Institutions Work, seeks to emphasize the vital role of good governance as the bedrock of the pathway to sustainable human and economic development. This theme is especially apt as we proceed towards our general elections next year. Between now and the elections, various candidates for elective office will be doing their best, hopefully within the spirit and letter of our electoral laws, to achieve their ambitions. It is important for us at the NSG and for all Nigerians that the process be undertaken with as little rancor as possible and as much enlightenment of our people as can be mustered. Given the assurances by His Excellency Mr. President that the elections will be credible, free, and fair, we hope that candidates will set out their goals and policy agendas very clearly, guided by our nation's best interests. This summit will analyze the constraints to effective governance and institutions using 5 pillars, which together provide a framework for distilling delegates, perspectives, and recommendations. The pillars are corruption and the rule of law, effective public institutions, sustainable economic opportunities, participation and citizens' rights, and human development. The 5 pillars will also serve as sub-themes for driving discussions at the plenary sessions, while a deep dive on sectoral issues will be achieved at 6 breakout sessions, which will be facilitated by the NESG Policy Commissions. There will also be a number of side events co-hosted with our partners in the form of our breakfast meetings and 6 parallel roundtables tomorrow. This summit will also host the 2nd edition of our working lunch meeting with the Nigerian Governors Forum, as well as the inaugural meeting of the NESG European Business Policy Council. A special plenary with the National Assembly will also hold this evening. All sessions have been specially curated and adequately resourced to ensure effectiveness. We're extremely fortunate to have so many subject matter experts as resource persons. They're all drawn from government, business, civil society, international organizations, and the academia. I thank them for sparing the time and agreeing to share their knowledge and wealth of experience. I am sure that discussions during the summit will be very informative, robust, and rigorous. The overarching objective of this NES24 is to stir up discussions, create and share a unifying narrative on good governance and strong institutions, and thereby focus our government at all levels on the critical and urgent task of moving our 87 million people in extreme poverty out of this poverty. I therefore urge all delegates to read through the summit briefing materials and prepare for the task ahead. At this juncture, I wish to point out that for the first time in its 24-year history, the summit will be held over only 2 days, today and tomorrow. We have adopted this approach to enhance the efficiency of our deliberations and avoid the perennial Wednesday challenge, which makes it difficult for us to get the full attention of members of the Cabinet as a result of the weekly Federal Executive Council meetings. We hope that with this new format, all ministers will be available to join us and participate actively in the summit so that the full benefit of this dialogue can be achieved. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, last month, Mr. Kerry Booker resigned as the chairman of the NESG to pursue other endeavors in a quest to further serve the people of Borno State. He was a committed and hardworking leader of the NESG's board, and he showed constant zeal towards achieving the goals of the NESG towards a better Nigeria. The board and the management of the NESG greatly appreciate Mr. Booker for his immense contribution and voluntary service to the NESG and to the summit, especially in his 3.5-year tenure as chairman. I also take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors, without whom we would have had great difficulty hosting this summit. We are very grateful. I conclude my welcome by wishing us good, open, productive discussions all through the summit. Together, we need to settle on the policies which catalyze the process for inclusive development. No Nigerian must be left behind, and we must give all our people hope. Again, this is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 24th Nigerian Economic Summit. I thank you all for coming. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless us all. Thank you for your attention.